Hey, Bri. So, Nick, this is take two. I tried the first time, screwed up so bad that I had to do it again. So I'm gonna not swear, and I'm going to not talk about the tunings in a way that I'm gonna try and teach you how to remember it, because I can't even remember it. So why teach you something I can't remember? So the first thing that we want to do is make sure that our mindset is right. Number one, why are you learning this song in the first place? I myself, the reason why I would want to learn this song, Nirvana, Come As You Are, obviously, is I want to take my guitar, put on a strap, put on the record, repeat one, which means the song's going to play over and over and over again. I'm going to press play, and I'm going to rock out. I'm going to rock so hard for like 30 minutes straight to the same song over and over and over again. So that's what I would identify my practice as, and that's what I would identify my end goal as, is I would want to be able to play the song start to finish whenever I wanted, whenever the song came on, and be able to have fun with it. So have fun, play it start to finish in its entirety, right? Those are my main goals there. So the first thing that we have to do after mindset is make sure that we can actually play to the song. So with this song, what's interesting about it is it's tuned down a full step. So normal guitars are E, A, D, G, B, E. Every elbow drop gets bruised easily. That's how I remember it. But with this one, it's tuned down a full step, so it's something crazy. This is why I had to re-record. But it's something like D, G, C, F, A, D, I believe it is. To know exactly what you need your guitar tuned to, I highly recommend downloading a tuner app on your phone or tablet at home. And just before you play any song, always be in tune. That's a little pro tip for you. That's something that every professional does. That's something that anyone who wants to get it right the first time is going to be doing, is making sure that their instrument is set up for success. Because what we're doing when we're playing guitar is we are expressing the instrument, and what we do when we're tuning it is we're making sure that the only variable that can go wrong is us, not the instrument. So when you're tuning it, that way you know you're gonna get it. So that first riff in Come As You Are, you had the first little bit right. This guy's pretty tricky. It involves a lot of string skipping being when you go with a downstroke on your top string on the E, and then you have to pull up on the A. I personally play this riff all downstroke. Meaning I'm stroking from top to bottom constantly. So whatever works best for you, make that happen. So the first part of the riff you got right. Use your ears and keep repeating it until you get it right. But this guy, the first little part of it is open, open, 1, 2 on the E string. And that's gonna sound like this. It's a nice little pickup. Perfect. It's such an iconic riff, you'll get it right away. Boom, 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 boom. Open, open, 1, 2. Nice little chromatic climb is what I would call that. And then the next thing that we want to do is alternate between, now that we're on the 2 on the E string, we're gonna alternate with the open underneath that. Now, the hard part about this is when you're holding the 2 on the E, is making sure that you're not accidentally muting that A string like that. You want to make sure that you have right technique, and that once you climb over from that index finger to that middle finger, that there's enough room and you have enough bend in it and enough space that that A string gets to ring when you hit it next, because that's going to be our next string. So after you do that run, the open, open, 1, 2, now we're going to go open on the A string, and then 2 again on the E string, and then open on the A string, and then we're going to climb down with hitting the 2 on the E twice, 1 on the E once, and then open. Right, so that's going to sound like this. Again. Right, and then the last half of the phrase here, now that the last note we hit is at open E, now we're going to take our index finger and put it on the 2 on the A string. That guy right there. So you have that open power chord sort of thing happening. So starting from the beginning, and then we'll transition to this last part of the phrase. Boom, 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 ba, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba, boom, boom. So it's open, 2 on A, and then 2 opens on E. Boom, boom. And then you climb back into the riff by playing A. The 2 on A. I believe that. Yeah, so there. That when it comes around there, I just had to unlearn that I was playing it wrong. So with that last little riff there, you want to make sure that you hit that A, sneak that A in, and then climb back in. Nice. So practice that, you'll get really good at that. Now there's only 2 other riffs in this song. So the first of the 2 is gonna be a power chord on your E string. And that's gonna be on 2. And to power chord it, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be playing 4 on A and then 4 on D. I'm talking about it as if it was a standard tuning, so it makes it a little bit easier. But then when you have these guys, right? Now, this is optional. You don't need to do this. This is just a little adjustment. But if you just take your middle finger, because it's going to be open, because you're not going to be using it, if you just ever so slightly press it down on the string, not even pressing it down, just like a light touch, just like almost like you're tapping someone's nose, right? You're not pushing. It's just on their nose, and you're just going to mute it. That's what it's going to sound like. It's not going to sound like anything. But because in the song you're going to want to hit the 2 bottom strings, those guys, right? So, but what we're going to be focusing on is that 2 power chord on E. Remember that? Yeah. And then we're going to take everything that we have here, this position, and we're going to move it from 2 to 5. We're still going to be doing the same thing, so it's going to be on 5, 7, 7, and then we're muting that string, and then we're playing the bottom strings together. So it sounds something like this. Sorry. If you have trouble playing the entirety of your guitar, don't be afraid to just simplify it and just play those top 3 notes. Cool. And then that second riff, that last riff, the don't have a gun, or I don't have a gun, or I can't remember the lyrics right now. That is going to be played on the A string. We're going to be doing power chords again with the 2, 4, 4. That's what that guy's going to sound like. So we're not hitting the stop string. We start on the A, just that second string down on 2, and then we're going to be playing 4, 4. And then we're just going to slide that up over to 5. Right? But we're just all downstrokes. Just rock out to it. That's all 3 riffs in the entire song, start to finish. Obviously, that's no solo. I'm not going to show you the solo. But everything else in the song is just those 3 riffs placed in a way that is genius. So you got the intro, the boom 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 ba boom ba boom 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 ba boom ba boom boom ba boom ba boom ba boom ba boom. And then you have that second riff, the we're just all down. hopefully that helps you find where the riffs are located. Most other tablature websites or resources will teach you how to play it in a different way. I wanted to show you, this isn't the right way, this is just the easier way so that you can start playing along to it in that CD right now. So you can practice your butt off, have some fun in your room, turn the music up, blast it, and most important part, and just having fun with it. So remember those power chords? Your hands, your fingers, they're gonna be so sore from practicing this. It's a good thing. Don't be too hard on yourself. You don't want to bleed. You don't want your fingers you don't want holes in your fingers, man. You want nice healthy calluses, and calluses only come from you working it out and putting your fingers through a little bit of stress, but not too much stress. So make sure you really practice those power chords, pushing down really hard. And that should be everything that you need to get the song started. So I'm going to post this video for you and I'll link it. It's pretty late for you right now, but hopefully you find it tomorrow. And feel free to bookmark this and have fun with it, man. Cheers. Keep rocking.